Blunts in the basement. Welcome to 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 Blunts in the basement. Game on 6-pack, don't get your shit smacked. Bring the ride, with your line, with the big rock. It's time to kick back, smoke on that loud back. Burn the hell up, it's turn the hell up. Did you get that? Welcome to Blunts in the basement. Welcome to Blunts in the basement. Welcome to Blunts in the basement. Welcome to Blunts in the basement.
Yeah.
Welcome to Blunts in the basement. Welcome to Blunts in the basement.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, so for today's episode, we done added a beat to the name. Now it's Blunts and Bellies in the Basement.
That's
All right.
crazy.
So, we've been away for a minute. But as you can see, we've been eating good, or I've been eating good. You know, I'm going to speak for myself. You know what I mean?
It's been here. You know what I mean? Everybody know me. You know.
Yeah. So,
Always been a little chunky.
from here on, I'm doing pull-ups and push-ups going forward.
Lord.
You know what I'm
But
saying?
the last time we was on here, somebody was challenging somebody to push-ups and all this other shit, and voila.
The thing is, right,
Wow,
is
wow.
I've been doing push-ups, right, but the thing is, like,
Okay.
my stomach been getting in the way.
Nigga like a
So it's
honey
like,
bun.
so you're not really seeing the results of it, because as I'm doing, like, trying to get the full push-up, stomach like, that's as far as you can go, nigga.
Man, oh man.
So, you know what I mean? So I'm kind of like, you know, this is where I'm at. Like, you know what I mean? I don't know. I'm smoking a lot. So my forearms is big. I'm strong. I feel strong.
Right,
I feel strong.
right.
You know what I mean? But it's good to be back, man.
I thought your forearms
It's good to
came.
be back.
I thought your strength came from other.
That too. It's a combination strength. You do not want to smoke. I'm trying to tell you. You know what I mean?
This guy.
Anybody I got a problem with, your best way to get away with that shit is just running. I'm not gonna chase you. You good. Anyway.
Boy, it's too much. What's been up, man?
Yeah, I mean, like, oh man, it's been a crazy year. Like, you know,
Welcome back, fellas.
yes,
Yeah, man.
Welcome back,
We had a
man.
little hiatus.
yeah, like, you know, like we had
Things together.
all right. So, you know, a good metaphor is the basement got flooded, so we just had to find a new basement, and now, voila. You know what I'm saying? Like
Here we
magic.
are.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And amidst all that, like, the weed has gotten so much better. Like, where have you seen me with so many colorful, flavorful packets of just pure 420 bliss? Speaking of that, this is the 420, like, welcome back episode. You know what I mean? Even though it was 421, you know, we still in the spirit, you know what I mean, of this whole 420 thing. I think that is, like, the best, not really holiday, but the best thing going on right now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. 420.
Ooh. Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? So, we got these playoffs and stuff like that going on, man. You know what I mean? You been watching the playoffs?
Yeah, watch the playoffs. You know that.
You know, so I'm going to let y'all know right now. Like, you know what I mean? I put all my bread. I'm not really doing a whole bunch of betting. I just put my bread on the Sixers to win it all. Call me a fan, a homer, whatever. But after what the Eagles did,
Wait a minute.
the
hold
Phillies, and the Union, I figure it's time for somebody from this motherfucker to win this shit.
Wait a
Like,
minute. I gotta smack you with reality just a little bit. Just a little bit.
Mr. Seahawk wants to say something.
Yes, Mr. Seahawk wants to speak about the Sixers.
Okay.
Okay?
We're mutual Sixers fans, right?
Exactly. You know good
Okay.
well I'm a Sixers
So
fan.
we can
I love
talk.
Sixers.
I'm with you now.
But, you know, going into the second round, we're due to face our arch nemesis.
Yeah, if we get past Boston, that's the chip.
See, that's the if. That's the if.
No,
we
but-
only beat Boston one time
But-
out of the 4 times we played them this year. How do you expect us? If you're expecting them to win all the way, I have to ask you, how do you expect us to beat Boston in the series?
By beating them. Like, like, fuck these niggas, dog. Like, where I come from,
He said beating them.
the way I think is if you got a problem, you go right at that problem head first and you handle that shit. So the fact that we got Boston in the second round is perfect because if we are able to overcome that problem, like if you recall the run back in 01, right, when we made it in 01, the Pacers were our nemesis.
Yes.
We could not get past the Pacers.
But
Right?
But
the year that we went,
that year
we went,
we did beat the
we
Pacers.
whooped
though.
the Pacers' ass. I think we beat them in like 5.
But we also beat the Pacers that year. We did not lose.
The regular
We
season
did
don't
not
count.
lose 3 times
Oh.
to the Pacers. We didn't beat them the last game.
Right.
Last time we played them.
But
Like
if
we
you
did
go back to
Boston.
those series, it was 3 playoffs in a row that the Pacers is the ones who knocked us out.
Oh yeah.
In them Allen Iverson years.
Yes, it
All
was.
right?
Yes, it was.
So right now our nemesis is Boston. What better time than right now to get over them motherfuckers and go out there and whoop their ass? You know what I'm saying? Like this Philly, like I can't see running from nobody. Let's go at them motherfuckers and beat them the fuck up.
I would say the only way that I can see them really getting by Boston is it gotta come from James Harden. It has to come from James Harden because if it don't come from James Harden, then and he's making everything go. You know, of course we can give it to Maxey, but Maxey guy has a little bit of experience, but he can't make it go how Harden can make it go. Harden makes the whole engine run right. You know what I mean? I'm talking about the whole offensive. You know, we're going to be more specific. So he makes the whole offense run correctly. If he can get off and stay consistent of getting to the hole, you know what I'm saying, and just drawing attention to himself, then it looks much better for our chances. You know, it just can't be an MB show.
I agree with that.
It can't because what I noticed with the Sixers, they do play good. You know what I'm saying, but Harden is not consistent.
So he said, "How do we beat Boston?" Right?
Yes.
This is how we beat Boston.
That's the question. How do
We
we
let
beat Boston?
Harden.
we let Harden be a facilitator. All right, shoot when he's wide open, when he don't have to press. Harden shouldn't take anywhere more than 10 to 15 shots in the game. All right, the person that I think needs to step it up, and this is at Harden's assisting, is Tobias Harris. I think Tobias Harris, instead of being the 4th option, needs to be the 3rd option. And let Harden just be a facilitator. When he wants to take the shot, take the shot. But we see that Harden over the years, when the pressure is on him to be the man, he diminishes, right? So with having a Tobias Harris, there is no pressure. If you feel like your shot ain't dropping and all that, okay. Then you a decoy all game, and you setting up these other 4 people who can shoot that's out there.
But
The other 4 people around Harden are good scorers.
That's what I'm saying.
Toby has the same reputation, though. He diminishes in the playoffs, too.
No, but if in the past 2 years, Tobias Harris been the most consistent player on our team in the playoffs.
Right. So it's all about him just being consistent with just penetration, driving and kicking, and running that pick and roll
or
to
pick and pop.
perfection,
Yep.
or pick and pop to perfection. You know, like I said, this is all about him. This is his playoff series right here. We already know what Embiid did for us last season. We know what he did for us in the playoffs. He played for us injured and everything, you know, and he still was trying to do his thing. Now he's had a dominant MVP season again, and we appreciate that too. But now we need Harden to really step it up now.
And that was going to be my next question to Pat, actually. Pat, do you think that Embiid really did have an MVP season? Does he deserve the MVP this year?
Well, I would say it's a no.
Huh?
Oh,
shit.
yeah.
I was going to say
Okay.
without a doubt.
Okay.
Why do you
This
say
is
no?
what I'm
Who's
talking
your
about.
MVP?
he's had an MVP. He's had an MVP like season. He has. And he's carried his team, and they got a winning record. But when you compare his numbers, that's just when you compare his numbers to Jokic, right? On an off night, Jokic averaged a triple double. We're just talking about numbers. Just numbers alone. Jokic will have 25, 14, 12. Embiid will have 34 and 9. Or maybe 34 and 10.
Okay, but Embiid impacts the game on defense more than Jokic does. Jokic is a bigger part of his team offensively because he's pretty much the point guard. But Embiid is the defensive anchor on our team. So when he lacks on those triple double numbers, he's also giving you like four blocks a game. You know what I mean? Like impressive defensive stats as well.
Okay, well, now the question I have for you, the response I have for you when you say that about the Joker and Embiid was the first year that the Joker won his first MVP. I think Embiid had a better season than
I think Embiid had a better season than
and
all
I
seasons.
think that Embiid should have won the MVP that season. And even though I agree with you, I don't think Embiid had as good of a season this year that he had 2 years ago.
But you know why
the Joker won the first
because
year.
he played more games than he played any of them seasons.
That's
he played
true.
more games this year.
That's true.
You know what I mean? And he was consistently dominant. He was second in the league in 30-point games.
So because he played more games, he deserves the
Dominate
MVP.
game in different ways.
Yeah.
So you can't just say that. They both dominate the game in different ways. And they both dominate the game with the ball.
But I think Jokic be stat stuffing.
He ain't stat stuffing.
You know what I mean?
He
Jokic,
see it, he do it. That's it.
I think Jokic is
That's
he
it.
goes out
He bring
there.
the ball down. He bringing the ball down. He doing all that. He got the passes. He doing that. He's like a modern day Vladi.
I just don't think that he had a better season
Vladi
than
had
Embiid.
passes, man. Vladi
Vladi was nice, man. I give it to him.
How to get them passes out like that.
I'll give it to Divock. Divock was nice, man.
Talk, man.
Divock was nice. He was nice. He played for the wrong team, but he was nice.
I mean, yeah.
Well, he didn't get a chip with the Lakers.
I think he did. I think he got multiple, don't he?
I think he got one.
No, I think he got two.
I think he got one.
I'm not sure.
Can look it up.
I wasn't a fan like that, but
I think he got one.
I thought he got two. I thought he had two of them. Wasn't he
The
there?
Lakers got what, 4,
He was
right?
there with Shaq,
The
right?
Lakers-
He was there with Shaq.
No, he wasn't.
No, he was there before Shaq.
He was there with Magic until he was there with Magic. He got traded. He got traded for for Kobe.
Vladi went to Charlotte.
Yeah,
Yeah,
for
he
Kobe.
did. Yeah, you're right. He did. He went to Charlotte.
So
wait. He was at Sacramento too now.
yeah,
But he went to Sacramento after
with
Charlotte.
Sacramento after Charlotte.
After Charlotte.
Because Kobe got drafted to Charlotte first, and
Yeah.
then he got traded to the Lakers,
Yeah, Vladi was on Charlotte first.
and he was on Charlotte. Vladi did play for Charlotte.
And it was a draft day trade.
Exactly.
Rights to Kobe Bryant. They gave him Vladi Divac and they gave him 2 players. It was Vladi and Eddie Jones.
Yep.
Yep.
We're getting back to to the topic.
Damn, I forgot we was even recording right there.
Indeed. that's where you know that you're having a good show.
Yeah.
But go ahead. Embiid.
I'm joking. Yeah,
Do
I'm
Embiid
joking. Yeah,
does Embiid deserve MVP this year?
Hell yeah.
It was the question,
Hell yeah.
and your answer was no.
This is tough.
I'm just saying when I just go and look at the numbers, even on a good night or off night, Joker's numbers is no better than his, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm from the city. I see what he do all the time. You know what I mean? Like right now, with them playing Brooklyn right now, it should be a no rap work day. A no rap work day. Ain't nobody on the team can stick you. You should be down the block, bully ball all day long. What this dude doing? Falling all over the damn floor, out like a nut. Trying to kick people in the ass. I'm a fan of the ball, but you doing nut shit. You doing nut shit. You shouldn't be doing nut shit.
Right, you should just be dominating.
So, Sam, you already answered the question too because you already joined in. But I do need your official answer to that question. Do you think Embiid deserves to be the MVP this year?
Without a doubt, absolutely.
Okay. Now,
If they don't get past the second round,
Well, the MVP, it's already going to be decided by that.
it already be
Playoffs
done.
don't
Yeah, playoffs don't matter on every. It's the MVP of the. It's the MVP of the regular season, not the MVP of the playoffs.
Yeah, they just
all right,
gathering
on the
votes.
regular season.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the MVP of the
All right,
regular
okay,
season.
okay. Who had a better record, Denver or Philly?
Denver had
Denver.
the best record in the
All
whole
right,
league.
then, all right.
No, in the West, Denver in the West, right?
They had the best record in the whole league.
Yeah.
All right, that's speaking a lot. That speaks volumes.
But the second, third, and fourth is all the top teams in the East.
Well, that means the Sixers came in third.
That's how
in
big
the
the
East.
gap was
Sixers
in
was
the
third
West.
in the East.
The Nuggets had the best record, but then Boston
That speaks
The
volumes.
Sixers-
The best in the league.
and
Sixers was third in the East.
That speaks,
yeah.
that
So that's
speaks
why I
volumes.
said the 1, 2, and 3 in the East are 2, 3, and 4 as far as best records in the league.
If Embiid average at least 8 assists a game, we would really be killing shit.
But see, the thing is
But the
if
Sixers
we
really
don't
not
need
his
Embiid
game,
to
though.
average 8 assists a game,
Yes,
though.
we do. Because if he averaged more assists, then he's taking less energy off himself, and he's making plays for other people. So
I'm just
he
saying
can't
that's
say
not
it's
his
a
game,
plus.
though.
Right, but he going to
Why can't it be his
dominate.
game? Why can't it be
His game is you know
You
good
can't
well.
say that. You can't
Embiid's
say
game is
today's game,
3-pointers
bro. You
and dunks.
You cannot say that today's game because today's player is not yesterday's player. The center is not.
I'm talking about
And
Embiid.
I'm talking about Embiid too. Embiid when he came
His game is 3-pointers and dunks, bro.
Listen, no,
His game is always
Man,
is just
you don't
scoring.
watch him. You don't watch
He,
him.
he do more. Yeah, he
Okay?
He score from
You
everywhere
don't
on the
watch him
floor.
because you
I give
saying
him that.
3-pointers and dunks, and he do everything in the inside,
yeah,
middle.
He do more. Most of his
mid-range,
action is from the key.
all mid-range.
It's from the right around that foul
Mid-range.
shot.
Mid-range.
Right around that foul shot.
Is that mid-range?
Yeah.
Anywhere mid-range. This Jay is buttery.
You talking about from?
But
You
because
talking about
it's
from
the
10
pick
to
and the
14
pop
feet
without
out?
time is right there.
You talking about from 10 to 14 feet out mid-range, right?
15 feet on end.
Yeah, 10 to 15 feet.
He killing.
Yeah.
He killing.
He really like
Any way you want it.
He's shooting like 80-something% from there for the whole season.
Any way you want it. You know what I'm saying? So
He-
if come playoff time, he should average a couple more assists because he know the double team is coming. Because if he going hard, he gonna draw the double team automatically because ain't nobody sticking. He gonna automatically draw the double team. He automatically double team. He gonna be somebody open, Niang, somebody Tobias, somebody gonna be open just to average 2 or 3 more assists a game. That's gonna help out the other players.
Right.
That will solidify the MVP of the playoffs.
Yeah, well.
That's why I said it's a plus.
I see Ray Embiid right now as top 5 center all time as far as the work he's been putting in over the past 5 years. Like if you put that body of work to any of the centers throughout history, I think that his numbers are comparable.
Are you saying
all those
of
guys.
all time or of his era?
If Embiid can add, if he can play for another 7-8 seasons, I think Embiid's numbers is going to be like crazy. Like he putting up a lot of fucking numbers, man, in a short period of time. Like he been at that 30 points a game shit now for like the past 3 years. You know what I'm saying? And he a big, like, and there's not too many bigs throughout history that was putting up 30 balls. You know what I'm saying? You got Wilt, you got Kareem, you got Shaq, and then it starts to dwindle from there. Olajuwon, you know what I mean? The list start getting real small. You know what I'm saying? I think Embiid is in that category with them niggas. You know what I'm saying? Right now, with the body of work that he putting in.
Well, you said with Olajuwon.
Wilt, Olajuwon, I think he's better than Ewing. I think his numbers is better than Patrick Ewing. And Patrick Ewing had a great career. I think Embiid's if we had a draft right now and everybody was on the table, Embiid is getting picked up before Ewing.
I'm gonna tell you something. That'd be a great matchup if they were going back into the prime. It'd be a great matchup.
That would be nice.
The only difference is that the people that he named, those great players that he named, they all rebound better. Every player he named rebound better than Embiid. So that's going to slightly give them the edge, because because the players that he named have the agility and the quickness to stay right with Embiid, but they rebounded.
I just think that Embiid is a generational type player.
He is,
and I think that I think they shitted on him the past 2 years for the MVP, and I think this year he came right back at him and had another MVP quality season, and it's his time. You know what I mean? Okay. And that's the reason why I put my money on the Sixers to win. You know what I mean? Like, I really feel like right now is the time. Harden, we've seen his body of work with Houston and with the Nets. You know what I mean? How when it's playoff time, he's not that fucking MVP boy that he once was. He's never been that boy in the playoffs. I think this time around, accepting the facilitator role and taking that pressure off of him to have to put up 40, you know what I'm saying? I think that this is the time for him to really shine. You know what I mean? You do an ego check and be like, fuck it, I could shoot the ball 5 times and still help us win. You know what I mean? If I get 20 fucking assists. You know what I mean? And I think that those are better stats to me than him shooting fucking 19 times, 5 for 19. You know what I'm saying? And, shoot the ball 10 to 12 times for the game, but get out them assists, man. You a decoy. They going to respect who you are. All you got to do is just make them respect it and get everybody involved. We got all shooters around these niggas.
True.
You know what I'm saying?
True.
Okay, I have one more question. I want to go over to the West Coast. And the last
question, money over there, too.
The last question on this one, and I'll let y'all get back to it. I know I've been really interfering here this episode, but the one question that I did want to ask you, did Draymond step on that man's chest, or did he hop over
he
it?
Stepped on his
because
chest.
my son is one of the biggest Warriors fans out there, and he claims up and down he did not step, he jumped over it.
He stepped on his chest.
I say that he stepped on the chest and that he deserved that suspension. What do you
I don't think he deserved his suspension, because I think that in that instance, Sabonis deserved something to happen to him. He didn't have Draymond, of course, took it to another level because he's a fucking lunatic. But that's what made Draymond Draymond. You know what I'm saying? It's him being that is the reason why they got all them chips. Without Draymond, they not winning none of them. Right? So, ironically that you mentioned that, because Golden State is the team I put my money on for the Sixers to be playing in the finals. I think Golden State is about to come back and fucking bust everybody. They're about to get on the hottest fucking streak.
But they went out the other night?
Yeah, they won.
Okay.
They won and oh my goodness. Steph got hot. He got hot in the fourth quarter. Started lighting them the fuck up.
Yeah, he fucked up my betting. That damn Klay Thompson. Fucking up shit. That's another story and shit.
Yeah, they won game 3.
Yeah, man, goddamn Klay Thompson, man.
See, that's Klay Thompson is the one boy you can't put no bread on. You can even bet with Draymond, because you know what Draymond gonna get you. You know Draymond, he can get you 7 boards, at least 5 assists, and he gonna get you at least 6 to 8 points. You know what I mean? When they get to go for the 6 to 8 points, right? Because he might not get there.
No, I would have the assists and the rebounds. He getting that.
You know what I'm saying? And a steal or two. He gonna do that too.
I'm not even
Draymond he's pure energy.
only boy I know who gonna give me a steal or two a game is Jimmy Butler.
Oh yeah.
Jimmy
do it
Butler.
all.
That boy gets that bread.
I had a hypothetical thing going on in my head the other day. We call this what if, right? So I took it back to, we hear that we draft Ben Simmons. What year was Ben Simmons? You remember?
What's that? 15?
18? All right, let's say 18, right? Okay. All right, now,
15, 16.
okay, so we're going to start right there, right? Ben Simmons. All right? We don't draft Ben Simmons, we draft Donovan Mitchell. Okay, what if? What if? All right? Boom. So now the next year, we don't need Fultz. All right? So now we take Jason Tatum the following year. These are all players we could have had. All right? And now, amidst us having Donovan Mitchell and Jason Tatum, all right, Jimmy Butler still came here. So now Jimmy Butler ain't got no reason to want to go nowhere. He got Donovan Mitchell, Jason Tatum, motherfucking Joel Embiid, and Tobias Harris. You know what I'm saying? Like, he ain't trying to go nowhere. We still draft fucking Maxey. Dog, we'd have been won a chip. We'd be on a run right now. It'd be like Golden State Sixers Part 3.
So what about? He's been gone. Never mind.
You was about to talk about Nerlens Noel and all them other.
Got rid of Drew Holiday.
Well, how about, that was part. I didn't want to go back that far.
You know what I'm saying?
But you're right. We should, because we got rid of Drew Holiday because Michael Carter Williams got fucking Rookie of the Year. You realize that's why we got rid of Drew Holiday, right? We got rid of Drew Holiday because we felt like, we got this new young boy. We don't need this nigga
So
anymore.
he did come in impressive though.
Right, but Drew Holiday played a part now how impressive he was. Because he played with Drew. And at that particular point, it was Drew's team.
No.
Yeah.
No, he did not play with Drew at all.
Michael Carter Williams and Drew played. And Michael Carter Williams, Drew Holiday wasn't here that rookie season.
No.
Oh, so Michael Carter Williams was part of a draft pick that we got for trading Drew.
Yes, we traded Drew to New Orleans. And when we picked up New Orleans and we drafted Michael Carter Williams. We traded him to New Orleans to get their draft pick, who was Northern Noel.
And who do we? And in return, didn't we get?
We drafted.
So we had
Michael Carter Williams.
So Michael Carter Williams was playing with. He was playing with he was playing with Andre Miller then. Michael Carter Williams had another veteran boy that he was playing with that year that helped him look good. And if it wasn't Drew Holiday, then it was. I think that's what we got in return. We had Andre Miller. You remember Andre Miller?
I don't know.
He started for like 2-3 years.
Yeah, but Michael Carter Williams started when he played here.
Right, but we was playing that guard combo. Who was the other guard with Michael Carter Williams? Because at that point, Iggy was small forward. Iggy was still here.
I'm thinking.
By the way, Ben Simmons got drafted in 2016.
2016.
I said 15, 16, but I'm thinking it was the left hand ball, little dark skinned left hand ball we had, shifty ball.
Dark skinned left. We drafted him.
We picked him up. We picked him like on a free agency somewhere like this ball, little shifty left hand ball. He was like a little crowd. He was a little crowd pleaser because he would go over. He would get hot.
You're not talking about your boy that had a hot little run and then we sent him to Detroit, right?
He was a guard, man.
Right. Who was the boy that we had that was the same thing you talking about, but he wasn't really dark skinned, but he would come in and we sent him to Detroit.
Come on, man. Come on, man. What's this ball name? Hold up, man.
Cause he talking about dark skinned ball.
Hold up. Drew
Holiday, the only nice dark skinned boy I remember playing point for us. Yeah, I mean, Drew Holiday, the only like really black motherfucker that I can recall being point guard for us. You know what I'm saying? Once we had Michael Carter Williams, it was like a light skin explosion from there. Light skin and brown skin. But the boy, it sounds like the boy you talking about is we had two boys that was energy boys. We had two energy boys. You know what I mean? One of them right now I think is still playing for Detroit. He like a reserve guard. His name was I know the boy you talking about, but he had like maybe like a 2-season run, and he started off coming off the bench, and then he came in and was lighting it up for a second, and then we traded him.
He was killing him. He got injured.
He got injured.
Yeah.
And what? Never came back from the injury.
Hold on. Sixers starting 5 in 2014.
That's when we got Michael Carter Williams. 2014.
Sixers starting 5 in 2014.
Ooh.
Tony Roten.
Yeah, that's who I was thinking. Tony Roten. Yeah.
Tony Roten.
But he had like a 2-year run, and then we let him
was
go.
balling
Lighting
with
it up.
hell.
Coming off
He
the
was
bench,
balling.
putting up dubs.
He started.
But he didn't start off starting though. You know what I mean? He didn't start the season starting. He earned the start.
He started
Maybe the second season, but the first season he was coming off the
2011
bench.
up to 14.
You say he was starting?
Yeah.
2011 we still had Drew.
He was starting.
He wasn't starting with Drew.
We had B. Davis, Bob Mute, Lawrence Noel, Thompson, and Roten.
But that wasn't the team for all four of them years.
That was a horrible team.
We was in snake mode, dog.
Mm-hmm.
We was in
I remember those 2 years.
That was a horrible
Because Roten was clearly the best ball on
Yeah,
the team.
that was a horrible team. And then we
They was really counting on Nerlens to try and do something, and he was hard.
No, because right after that, we drafted what's his name? We drafted the bull with the broke back and shit. Evan Turner.
Okafor. Oh, no, Evan Turner.
He was a part of that mix.
Okafor had the broke back, too, though.
Yeah, he was a part of that mix.
We went a year where we drafted all our first round picks was injured. Every last one of them. Embiid, Okafor, Evan Turner, even Ben Simmons came in injured.
No, Evan Turner, he came in and he played.
He right. Every player we had.
That first round pick was injured.
Markel Fultz, Ben
Ben
Simmons, Nerlens Noel,
They were all injured.
Joel Embiid, and Okafor. Yes.
They were all injured.
That's crazy.
But Evan Turner, he played his rookie year.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, nice.
He was injured in college. By the time our season came up, he started.
Yo, that season when we had Evans, Iggy, we had
To my Evan Turner.
Evan Turner. Evan Turner. We had what's the ball? What was the ball we used to play for? He used to play for Washington. He was shooting on all the J's and all the threes. Had a little afro.
And an afro.
Damn, what's his ball name? Smile all the time. He went from. He used to play over the Lakers at one time too.
You talking about Daniel Marshall? Because we had him at one point.
Danielle, I remember
Guard.
Danielle when he was in college.
Danielle, I think he holds the fucking 3-point record for the Sixers. The most 3-pointers by a player in the game. If I'm not mistaken.
What's his ball name, man? That's how I know the league good.
Yeah, because I'm really like, the weed's so good that I'm forgetting that there's a bunch of cameras looking at me. Like, I'm really like.
Well, I mean, we have been on basketball for a minute, but
Yeah.
I mean, just to
Hey, man.
really stay in the sports thing, I want to ask though, what y'all think about Jalen's new contract?
Oh man, I think he earned it.
Yeah, he earned it.
You know what I'm saying?
He earned it because they're going to be right back in the Super Bowl, okay?
Speaking of that, we are talking about basketball too much, so let's shift on over to this draft that's coming up, right?
Mhm.
I know you being a Seahawk fan, you know what I mean? You know, I'm having this conversation with you because of that, I see that you have a liking for birds. So I'm just going to talk to you about the birds that matter around here, right? So, or at least to me. Bang. If we get the bull Bijan Robinson with this 10th pick, dog, is running back from Texas, I'm trying to tell you right now, we're winning the next 3 Super Bowls.
I'm gonna tell you like this: Bijan Robinson would be a great improvement onto your team because then Jalen wouldn't have to run the ball as much. But
The offense will be unstoppable with the RPOs. You really have to play up
I
because
have to ask you this: knowing Howie Roseman's draft background, he does not
never did it before.
he does not pick running backs in the first round.
Yep. It's time to break the mold, man. These new days,
Do
man.
you
Old
think
school shit.
Howie will draft a running back?
I think we should.
You don't think that's not the focus of the team? Because so they got rid of, I'll get rid of Miles.
He already got signed somewhere. I think.
Yeah, Miles is in. I think
Carolina.
So
Yeah,
so they, so,
he's already picked up.
so who they gonna have starting? Gardner? What's the boy name?
Bijan, the boy we about to fucking draft.
So I
We
mean,
better draft this motherfucker.
What is the bull?
If only
Oh,
the option would be to pick up
they
Derrick
picked up
Henry.
Penny. They picked up the bull from Seattle.
Yeah,
Rashad Penny.
He's
oh,
a
that's right.
he's a good backup option.
But he's always injured.
Yeah, exactly.
Very injury prone. Very
Yeah,
injury.
he's-
Yeah, I know. He
we
played
gonna
for Seattle.
let
I
him
know
just be
very well.
healthy.
Rashad Penny.
So when we need
Great
him.
running back, just very injury prone.
Yeah.
Very injury
We
prone.
get Bijan. Bijan, he's Saquon Barkley, but a step above him.
Man.
You know the height that Saquon came in. This ball is a notch better. He's faster than Saquon.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? His instincts. You know what I mean? The way he hit these joints, yo, like
Do you think Bijan could be
he's
the
really
next?
turning nothing into something drastic. You know what I'm saying? You know,
That's how Zeke was when he
just
came
simple
out.
cuts.
You think Bijan could be the next
If
Zeke?
he's so nice, why he going 10?
Because running backs don't typically go that high. So being as though
The
that
last running back that went one was Ricky.
Saquon.
Was
Saquon went two.
Saquon. Well, yeah, no, I'm talking about that went number one. Was Ricky Williams.
yeah, how about that?
He was the last
Damn,
running
that's a
back.
long
And Saquon was the highest since him at 2.
Yep, at 2.
Damn.
Running backs is real hard for a running back to go number 1 overall.
Because it's hard for a running back at that high of a pick. Because that high of a pick warrants a certain payment too.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? So it's hard
that's
for
a
that,
lineman.
at that pick for that to warrant to be the focal point. At number 10, that means this is the most important pick for your team in this draft. If you spend that on a running back, you know what I mean, they got to be special.
Right.
And if you look at it, over the past 10 years, it might have been maybe 4 of them boys
So now,
that was even that kind of special. Like Derrick Henry, and he didn't go as high as 10.
no.
You know
How
what
would
I'm
you
saying?
feel if Howie doesn't pick Bijan
I'm like he fucked up.
and trades the pick and moves down because you know the Eagles have the 2 picks in the first round. So if they decide to trade the number 10 and move down instead of going after Bijan Robinson.
That's sucker shit. You know what I mean? You
To
let
get
him
more,
go.
because the Eagles don't they have 2 first round picks, but then they don't pick again. I think until like the 4th round, 4th or 5th.
Yo, if you pick up Bijan, you know what I mean? All we doing with the rest of them picks is just solidifying, you know what I mean, those big free agents that we lost, you know what I'm saying, early in free agency. You know what I mean? The rest of them picks is going to be somebody to just replace that position with the best talent available. But Bijan is the most impactful player on the board at 10
Okay.
to help this team go back to the Super
So
Bowl.
now y'all lost some substantial positions.
But a lot of that we already filled.
Okay, but now, like I'm saying though, you lose now if you draft. Say you draft Bijan.
Mm-hmm.
Now at number, I think it's number 22. Is y'all next
No,
pick?
we got it's the second to the last pick.
All right, so it's 30. It's 30.
It's 31.
31. Okay. So now, do you draft at 31 or do you trade 31 back and pick up more picks? Because, like I said, once you pick at 31, you don't pick again until like the 5th round.
If you could trade 31 and then pick up maybe 2 second rounders, you know what I mean, and maybe like a 4th rounder or a 5th rounder in that with that too, okay. But if not, then at 31 you address the second most important need on that team. You know what I'm saying, which is going to be a defensive back. You know what I'm saying? We need to address missing Gardner Webb or whatever, Gardner Johnson. You know what I mean? Like we need to replace his presence.
I think that was a mistake to let him walk
quarterback. The best D-back at 31. Bam.
Okay, Pat. What do you think? I know you don't.
I know you're not an Eagles fan, but I want to know because you are. I know you are a Cowboys fan. So, what do you think? How is Dallas looking at in this draft? Where do you think they should go with?
We focus on trying to get Derrick Henry, man.
Really?
Yeah. And Derrick Henry won't come to us, and we're trying to cater to that right there. You know what I'm saying? So,
because Zeke left, right?
He's
a free agent.
Yeah, like I said, he's leaving.
He's an Eagle.
What, Ezekiel Elliott signed with the
He's
Eagles?
not an Eagle.
He ain't signed with the Eagles.
I thought he signed with
He said that he would like to be an Eagle, but he did not sign with the Eagles yet.
I thought he signed with y'all.
No. Believe me, if they would have signed Zeke, they would be talking about Bijan. If they would have signed Zeke, they would not be talking Bijan.
Well, unless they sign Zeke for the veterans minimum.
Back. You can sign him for 5 yards, not 5 yards in.
Yeah, but Zeke trying to get paid though. He trying to go somewhere, but he's still trying to get paid. If Zeke come here, he's not getting paid. He
put 3 teams out there. Wasn't it like Cincinnati, Philadelphia, and the Jets, right?
Yeah, I thought.
Yeah, those are the 3
He
teams.
probably gonna go with the Jets though. It's gonna be Aaron Rodgers, motherfuckers. That's gonna be like Kansas City when they had Joe Montana and the boy from the Raiders.
Oh shit.
Marcus Allen.
Yeah.
Word.
Yeah, I mean, it's 2 oldies but goodies.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, big fight tomorrow.
Now I'm turning the show back over to Six Pack and Sal.
Big fight tomorrow night.
Big fight.
You know what I mean?
Who you got?
Big fight tomorrow
Who
night.
you got?
You know what I'm saying? We got the Tank. We got the Tank.
This is a really
going up against this Bull Garcia. Now I'm gonna tell you, I seen this Bull Garcia fight, and I actually think that Tank is about to have his biggest test yet. I think this is about to be Tank's toughest opponent, and I think this Bull is gonna give him a few problems. You know what I mean? Now, I'd be an idiot to go against Tank, but in what I seen out this Bull, this Bull Garcia, I think he can make something happen if Tank decide that if Tank don't protect himself at all times, you know what I mean, this shit could turn quick because this Bull can punch. You know what I mean? This Bull can punch. And I know sometimes Tank get the feeling itself like you can't hurt me and shit. And I don't think he need to take that approach in this fight. I think he need to be cautious and go out there and handle this business quick. Because the longer this shit go, the more dangerous it could potentially be.
I disagree.
Yeah, you think Tank got it by a landslide?
I ain't saying he got it by a landslide, but the longer it go, the more dangerous
you think it's in Tank favor the longer it go? I got you.
It is.
I got you. Because I don't think the Bull Garcia went that long.
This boy. All right, Garcia's nice. He has some nice talent. All right, he got some quickness. He got a left hook, but that's all he got.
Well, most of his knockouts come in like the first 2 rounds.
But you gotta realize this: he never been to the deep waters with a shark.
He hasn't.
He never been in the deep waters with a shark.
I think they said he went the distance once or twice in his career. You know what I mean?
But whom has he fought? That's the thing. Nobody. The one boy that he fought that dropped him, James something. He got up and he knocked the boy out. All right,
The Tank fight that boy that dropped him.
Tank is way better than that dude that dropped.
Yeah. Yeah.
Way better.
I think it's gonna be a good fight though. I think it's gonna be a hell of a fight.
If the boy don't get on a bike and keep the distance, and you got to keep the distance.
Cause he got the reach.
Because he got the reach.
Yeah.
So if we keep the distance and keep on it and stay on his bike and just, all you got to do is just counter.
Yeah.
If he just counter, he'll have a good night. But if he don't stay focused on just countering and, you know what I'm saying, and keeping the distance and make him pay for when each other come in, then it's going to be trouble. It's going to be trouble because...
All right, y'all. I
I
got
got to counter. You got to counter with combos
he
too. You can't just counter with one punches. He got to hit him with combos.
No, because what's going to happen is he's going to be spinning. He's going to start to spin him. You know what I'm saying?
I got a list of his fights, y'all.
Who, Garcia?
Ryan Garcia. And in 2016 June 2016 was his first fight against Edgar Meza. And then he went up against Hector Garcia, Luis Lorenzo, Christian Cruz, Jonathan Cruz, Mario Aguirre.
He beat the Cruz brothers up.
Jose Martinez, Devin Jones, and it has an asterisk behind it. Tyrone Lucky.
I don't know none of them niggas.
Mario Antonio Marcius. Miguel Carraza. Cesar Allen Venezuelan.
I don't know none of these niggas.
No Martinez. Then we go to Fernando Vegas.
Okay. Huh? Fernando Vegas or Vargas?
Vargas.
Oh, well, I know who that is.
Vargas. Jason Valles.
That's not good.
Carlos Morales. Geraldo Rodriguez. Jose Lopez.
All right.
I heard a couple names in there.
Huh?
Whose fights are these?
Ryan Garcia.
It's still Garcia?
These are all
All
Ryan
right, so
Garcia.
he fought a couple boys.
Now I'm in 2019.
Yeah, he
Waiting
fought a
for
couple
Jose
boys
Lopez,
recently.
Romario Dunn.
For like
Francesco Fonseca. Luke Campbell.
There you go. Luke Campbell is the boy that dropped him, and he went back and knocked Luke Campbell out.
Okay.
Emmanuel Tuga.
That's
Tiger.
Luke Skywalker.
Javier Fortuna. And Javante Davis is coming up.
Hey, man. It's going to be a nice one, man.
I mean, he fought a couple of people, but like y'all said, though, it was a bunch
Yeah,
of people.
Out of that, there was like maybe 3 people that was like formidable out that whole list.
I don't know.
And then it sounds like he caught them at a part in their career where they was on the downside.
Well, I mean,
This could be like another Rolly situation.
Luke Campbell was, when he fought him, was 20-2.
Yeah, that's Uncle Luke.
That's the boy who dropped him, and he came back and knocked him out the next round.
Ain't that Uncle Luke name? Luther Campbell?
Yeah. The boy Francisco Fonseca was 25-1. 25-1-2.
Yeah, he finished that fight and then went to the club and got some pussy.
Javier Fortuna was 37-2-1 when he fought.
Okay.
Yeah, but see, like these dudes that got the records you saying, who are they and where did they fight at?
Right? Because some of these cats be getting their records all in Mexico or
Like,
all in fucking the UK. Where they,
I understand.
where they fight like
I'm just reading our records,
right,
brothers.
like these boys
That's
ain't
all.
known like and these boys are recognized. They can be recognized in the States, but you know what I'm saying? Because where they would hold a title or something, right? I would at least. I ain't never heard of these cats before, man.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Like,
them
just because I never heard of them, don't mean it's not solidified or not validated. But I'm just saying, like, you at least hear something about some of these names you name, people you name. I never even heard of these.
Yeah, they all sound like the last pick in the draft, Mr. Irrelevant.
I mean, but I know it's gonna be. It's definitely gonna be an entertaining fight. I think the longer it goes, it's gonna be more dangerous for Garcia. And if he's able to stay on his bike and keep the distance, and try to get his peppers in when he needs to, it could go either way. But caught trying to exchange goods.
Yeah.
You get caught trying to exchange goods. That's the thing too. See, because when you the ball break down body, he figured you out. He see what you doing.
Yeah, Tank is. He's
And then once he start to counter what you're doing, he just countering your mistakes. I don't know, man. If he able to keep up with the speed,
I don't know.
we'll see, man.
so
Tank fought some of the same guys that Ryan fought, and like the Mario Barreros, Tank beating, the
Knocked him out.
Roland Romero.
Knocked
well,
him
hold up.
Floating.
A lot of them bulls that he named for Garcia knocked them out too.
Francesco
Garcia got
Fonseca.
Garcia got a heavy knockout
fought him.
ratio, yo. I think he only didn't knock out like 3 of his fights. Everybody else
Mario
knocked him out
Antonio
with, like, the first 3
Macalis.
rounds.
Tank fought him.
I mean, knockouts he got. That's good. They're in the same division though.
Right, but Garcia, I think.
I'm just saying,
If I'm
a
not
lot of the
mistaken-
guys that you're saying, like they fought the same fighters.
Okay.
So it's like it's going to be. I think it's really going to be a good fight because they fought the same fighters,
Yeah. So we
and they
gonna
both undefeated.
see what the results is today.
So even though we might not have heard them, they all.
That's why I said it to you though.
You're right.
You heard me say this because I don't know who they are. Don't mean because that's not validated.
Right.
Yeah.
You're right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You
100%.
just want to prove
I
me
got
wrong.
you.
That's all you do. So I make me look bad or something.
No, I'm just.
I'm just asking you questions.
You know what? Yeah.
All right, thank you.
Yeah,
Man.
I-
See, what you
There,
saying?
there we
That's
go.
all. I
Yeah, there we
appreciate
go.
your
We just gonna
honesty,
say.
man.
We just
Thank you,
gonna
man.
put it out there.
You know what I mean? Thank you, man. I appreciate you, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
You know what I mean? Trying to say what you think he amuse you.
You know what I mean?
You know what I mean? All right. So,
What the heck? I'm a good shot.
hey, right? So, so you think they gonna actually sign off on this fight, this Spence Crawford John, man? Like, you know what I mean? This Tank John is a nice prelude, but we all know that that's the fight everybody want to see. Like, you know what I mean?
It's getting too old, man.
You know,
Both fighters are getting too old. They're in their 30s now.
it's losing its allure. It's like it's about to be like Tyson Holyfield.
I was just about to say that. It's going to end up like Tyson Holyfield. Like, when they fight, it's going to be too long and it's going to be too far gone. And it's not even really going to be a relevant fight.
Right. Yeah, they fucked that all up. The politics. That was Don King though. Don King ain't in it no more. You know what I mean? Don King is he out the loop now. He just somewhere rich. Chill. I want to make sure they can see my shit. That's just about. No, but yo, man. Look, I'm gonna keep being with y'all. Like, look, I'm newly this size, but I quit smoking cigarettes. So, you know what I mean? I'm not looking for no applause or nothing like that. But I quit smoking cigarettes, and you know what I mean? And this weight just kind of like snuck up on me, right? So. All right. Thank you. All right. So, yeah, my fucking undershirt then slid up. Now it's like a bra. I don't know. I just figured maybe you want to know. I don't know, but yeah, I'm not really getting used to this shit. But yeah. It's this shirt right here. This is by my man Big World. You know what I'm saying? Hanging with my buds.
Shout out to my man Big World.
Big World.
Yes,
you know what I mean?
sir.
Big World Entertainment, Big World Bike Club.
Yeah.
We about at the end of each show, we're about to start
Cupcake
saying
Boss.
we're about to
The
start saying all his
Cupcake
monikers.
Boss.
Cupcake Boss. That's
Right.
another one. We're gonna say all his monikers within 15 seconds, like the old Micro Machines commercial at the end of every episode. So we're gonna be like, shout out to Big World Entertainment, Big World Bike Club. We're gonna give him a quick moniker disclosure at the end of every episode. You know what I mean? I'm practice that shit.
No doubt.
Maybe I can get a fast man
Hey, man.
talking job or something. I don't know.
Shout out to the clique, man.
Yeah.
Be He Is World. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Squad, man.
You know what I mean?
Love y'all, man.
Yeah. And peace and blessings to the boy K Sarah. You know what I mean? We used to want to get him on the show, man, but
too, man.
he don't fuck with us no more.
Love
you know
man.
what I mean?
Still got love for you, man.
Commenting the messages. You know what I mean?
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I mean? Yeah, man. Like our shit.
Fellas,
You know what I mean? Yeah.
I want to ask y'all, are y'all going to do a story time this week, or y'all just going to want to go into like a battle of the buds? Like, what do y'all
We
wanna
definitely
do?
got the Battle of the Buzz. The Battle of the Buzz is epic. It was something I wanted to go into, but I just had a little brain fart. You know what I mean? Just, you know what I mean? I'm gonna come back to it. But yeah, it was. Oh, so since we shouting out the crew, you know what I mean? Just to all the listeners, you know what I mean? The people who do fuck with the Bus in the Basement crew. You know what I mean? We back in the studio with it. You know what I mean? We felt like hip hop was missing something. So, you know what I mean? We about to bring, you know what I'm saying, the OG effect to this shit with some hot music. So look out for Organized Rhyme. You know what I'm saying? And
we have some fun.
Yeah. We gonna be dropping an EP real soon. You know what I mean? We gonna see how the old heads do it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, we ain't trying to hurt nobody. We ain't trying to hurt nothing. We just trying to, you know what I mean, get in your ears and shit. You hear me?
Mm-hmm.
So check the boys out. You know what I'm saying? Okay, he over there pulling out a tree and shit like he was pulling that shit out kind of in like a threatening type gesture. Like it's like, no, I'm fucking with you.
Just, you know what I mean?
What you smoking though? I got some shit here. I just rolled up some of this Bahama Bust Down because I felt like this was some of the prettiest shit I ever saw. Like I almost had like a weedgasm when I saw this shit. Like it was real emotional. This shit is sexy. It's like a pinkish purple. You know what I mean? And let me just spark it up. This was one that I rolled up to share. You know what I mean? You know. So let me just spark it up. How you doing in there, T-Dub? You know what I mean? You good? Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. I aim to please, man. I want everybody should be high, man.
It's definitely pretty nice. Thank you.
You say what?
It says definitely pretty nice. Thank you.
Yeah, that's the pink candy in there, like, you know what I mean? You know.
It's good to see when people finally get some good weed.
Yeah,
They're
man.
really excited.
Yeah, like you can't actually got me cheesing.
I'm excited for him, you know.
Whenever your eyes can get like a six pack over there with his eyes is barely open, you know they open. Man, the sleepy eyes, bro.
No. See, my eyes is wide open.
I see, but they're just sleepy. I got you.
Yeah, I'm right where I'm supposed to be.
I got you.
Amongst the clouds, if you can see.
I got you.
You know what I'm saying?
Because from here, we going to the studio. We put more, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true.
We going from one end to the next, man. You know what I mean?
That's true.
You know, Jamaicans ain't the only ones that got a whole lot of jobs. You know what I'm saying? We hustlers.
Yeah, man. But you know, we having a lot of fun now, man.
Yeah,
So we gonna let you hear a little something, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know, things that we working on. You know.
Well, I mean, the great thing is y'all have a platform so that whenever y'all want to drop something, y'all can drop it whenever y'all want to. Y'all already have the platform, and it's already out there, and it's already established. That's the good thing and that's the great thing about it, and the fact that it's great that y'all even getting back out and getting back into the studio. I've been dying to hear some new work from y'all, so and to even hear that Pac is even flowing, you know what I mean? That right there is inspirational because it's so rare when he actually flow down. Like he always you know what? Pac is the Simon Cowell. He's the one that will give y'all the most honest breakdown opinion of y'all music. But it's so rare that you actually hear, and you know that he do perform, but it's so rare that you hear him perform. To hear that he's back in studio, I can't wait to see. I can't wait to hear it.
Yes, see, you know what it is, man. Once you've seen it all, I call my life for who I see it. So I can have no choice but to keep it 100. I don't try to do well. I don't try to be biased about nothing because, especially with my friends, you know what I'm saying. I'm always even killed. So if my friends, let's say if my man got a beat or something like that and he play it or got a rhyme, if I don't like the way it sounds or something like that, like or if I say a rhyme and they don't like the way it sounds, let's say gang is like, yo man, no, that don't sound right there. You should try to switch that around or something like that. I can take was it constructive criticism.
Yep.
You know what I mean? I could take that, so that's not a problem. You know what I mean? So I hope people sometimes I can be aggressive with my words, but it's all out of love. You know what I'm saying? I don't be trying, I don't try to be hurting nobody's feelings like that. And sometimes they even come across with my family, like even my folks would be like, yo, you when you talk, I can't help that. It's just I gotta be straightforward with the way I gotta be straightforward with my words, what I'm saying to you, because if you go out into the world, they don't give a fuck about you. So hear straight from me first. You know what I'm saying? So you know what I mean? When you hear aggressive talk, oh shit, I done heard this shit before. So it's up to you how you want to handle it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not coming with that aggression like that. You just gotta understand how I'm coming. You know what I'm saying? I hope I got my price. I hope I got my point across.
No. That was perfect.
Now, I would say this: the one reason why our friendship has been able to stand the test of time is because I'm not really emotional. You know what I mean? So I'm a thinker. You know what I mean? Like, so before I react to any situation, I'm gonna analyze the situation and make the best move. And I can honestly say that if it was any time where we had any disagreement, or it was never to the point where I was like, man, fuck that, man, meet me out in the middle of the street, none of that shit, because I already know, I'm like that particular point, it's over. I don't really have, I got friends that as kids we fought, and we friends to this day, but I don't have no adults that I rumble in my adult years that I'm friends with. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I just look at that like, you know what I mean? Like, is it worth losing a real close friend over something that we can talk about? You know what I mean?
And that's
So
fine.
I think that chemistry is one of the reasons why we're able to do the podcast together. Because we can have totally different opinions. We can say it however the fuck we feel like saying it. And at the end of the day, we riding home together. You know what I'm saying? So, it starts with the mechanics of the friendship. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
That had to stand the test of time in order to get us to the point where we can have an indifference. You know what I mean? But I will say this. It's people that see our friendship but don't really understand the dynamics of me and get shit fucked up thinking that the way we talk to each other, somebody else can come in and talk to you know what I mean? Like, I'm like, this ain't for no cameras and none of that shit, but I don't play, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I really, you know what I mean? I'm friendly, you know what I mean? I'm business-like and all that shit, but I'm still street too.
That's more so when he's saying that, it's more so like don't you like, me and him were friends since we was young boys.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I got a certain way that I could joke with him.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And it's
So,
cool.
And it's cool. You know, because we been doing this since we was kids.
Yeah. And I get back at him
Shout out to
about
my
it.
man,
You know
shout
what I
out
mean?
to my
Go
man
back.
Bones. Shout out to my man
Yeah.
Bones, who's always on the gram with me all the time. You know what I mean? I stop by his gig all the time. You know what I mean? And y'all see if you follow me on the gram. But I got a certain way that I fuck with my friends. All of them, I got a certain way. You know what I mean? So sometimes when he'll say to me, "Yo, man, listen, when you be fucking with me sometimes, and if we around somebody who ain't of the squad like that, limit that or don't do that, because I don't want them to think that they can do the same thing too."
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, I try not to. I always had to, you know what I mean, like, all right, because me and him will get the busting. It's nothing. You know what I mean? For us to crack a joke on one or another, like it's nothing. You know what I mean? So I had to watch that because then in those years, you know what I mean, we could bust out anywhere. You know what I mean?
I feel you. So basically, I could talk about my brother, but you can't.
No, it's just limitations. Like the shit that we say to each other, amongst each other, because we know we done had the jokes. Somebody outside the crew might see it as, oh, that's disrespecting the shit out of the gang. You know what I'm saying? But
you don't know the
the
history
joke that
about
we
that.
playing, I'm gonna say something back to him that's gonna be, you know what I mean? Like, it ain't about being disrespectful, but we playing with each other.
Yeah.
You feel me? So when somebody that don't know you like that come in and start trying to play with you, or don't know me like that, and come in and start trying to play like, now I'm looking at you like, you know what I mean, you got me fucked up.
And it wouldn't be on some disrespectful front like, oh, you pussy ass
Yeah,
nigga.
it ain't never
No,
come to that.
none of that. Oh, no.
'Cause I'm gonna address that.
None of that. It's never been nothing like that. Just busting them.
Yeah.
That's all. You know what I mean? Just look. I could give him a couple of shots right now, but
Cause you know what's crazy?
I'm gonna chill.
In my
I can
mind,
it on you right now.
in my mind, I'm a comedian.
Lord, man.
I get 2 hours in,
like
I'm a
a-
fucking comedian.
Yeah, we're like a talking honey bun right now, dude.
Here we go.
He's a talking honey boy. Huh?
Here we go, man. Yeah, hilarious.
You like a fucking mural on the government building and shit. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying?
See, I mean, so
That guy's
shit like that, you know what I mean? I
hilarious,
start coming at him, people like, they want to add in busters because they know busting be funny.
Yo,
So,
I done lost friends over. I done lost potential friends over motherfuckers busting. Like I really don't even. What's crazy is I think I'm a fucking comedian half the time, but if I don't know you, I really don't get into busting and talking that shit with you because if shit go left, like I'm an extremist. Like I take shit left real quick. You know what I mean? And I don't want no more enemies in my life. You know what I mean? Like I'm about to be 50 years old in a couple months. You know what I'm saying? So the last thing I'm looking for is enemies. But the thing is I am who I am. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I can't be no sucker. You know, we had these conversations. You know what I mean? So I just hope nobody get that shit misconstrued. Like, you know what I mean? You keep it respectful, I keep it respectful, man. I don't want no problems. But if it come down to it, I could be a problem. You know what I mean?
is the game.
Yeah.
Damn.
I keep saying niggas think Gang War is a name I gave myself. You know what I mean?
Listen. One day I just came over one day.
That's just Sarah was the person that convinced me to use it.
What happened was he just got finished watching Warriors. He was like, "Yo, my name
Nah.
War." I said, "What?" He
Nah.
was like, "Yeah." And I said, "With the bottles and everything." I said, "This nigga crazy."
I did put a whole track together for that shit.
See what I mean?
I did.
See what I mean,
I
Tall?
did.
Yo, Tall, man, I'm telling you, man.
Nah, but I was given the name Gang War at 14. Yeah, I mean,
Bull, man. It's bull. Wow, man.
and it was a crazy situation, and I don't mind saying it on the podcast because the people that's still alive can come and chime in, you know what I mean. But that name was given to me, you know, due to an incident that happened back at my job in Leather and Fur Ranch in like 1988 or 89, something like that, where I was getting ready to rumble Bucky at JBM. Didn't know who he was, didn't care at the time. We was the same height. I just was like, fuck it, you ain't gonna disrespect nobody in my store, and was ready to go. So one of his, you know, his guys, I don't know if it was Lydell, I think it was what's his name? Black Mall. You know what I mean? Black Mall is the one who, you know what I mean, he was like, yo, you wild bull, Gang War, come here, you know what I mean? And I ain't gonna go into what happened from there, but I know Black Mall is somebody that saw me earn my stripes. You know what I mean? So, I mean, I'm a friendly guy. I mean, look at the shirt, dog. I'm just hanging with my buds, Black Santa Claus.
Hey,
You know what I mean? I just want to smoke weed
Hey,
and be merry. You know what I mean? Try to give some advice to the people that want to hear it. You know what I mean?
man.
Talk sports, talk good life, and all that good shit.
I don't even know what I'm talking about. I was going to sleep.
Right? How you like? I'm about to pass you some more. This that Bahama bus down.
That's all right, man. It's okay.
You know what I mean?
It's okay. I'm gonna leave that for later, man.
Right?
I mean, trying to blow it down.
So,
I'm tell you right now, yesterday, 420, I was at a really good time. Shout out to my man, know what I'm saying? You always put on a nice little social, man. Appreciate that, bro.
Mr. Ant Live, we gonna get you on the podcast too, man. You know what I mean?
Girl, man.
You know, shout out to Ant Live and the experience, the 420 experience last night. That definitely was a blast.
Yeah.
We're gonna start putting up his promotions and his events. We're gonna start posting them on the Instagram page. You know what I mean? As they come.
Yeah.
Another thing, my cousin Ryan Long, he has like a comedy experience. I believe he's having it on Chestnut Street. You know what I mean? But as those come, I'm gonna post them too. And Big World Entertainment, Big World Bike Club is
Special
about to
shout
come
out.
back.
Yeah. Big World Bike Club, we coming back out, y'all.
The Cupcake
Hey, man,
Boss.
get ready, y'all. Listen, get your bikes, man. Get your flat tires fixed.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Tighten up the gears and do all what you gotta do. Then lubing down and all that stuff. Getting them all cleaned up.
So y'all
Get
gonna
your
watch
bike
the stomach
waxed.
disappear.
You know
Watch
what
this
I'm
shit
saying?
disappear,
You know,
yo.
just come get your pedal on. You're gonna definitely get rid of this little lower part of your belly, yo.
Mm-hmm.
All you gotta do is do the sit-ups and get rid of the top part. You know what I'm saying? Or get some squats going.
How about that?
You know what I'm saying? So it's it's how you want to rock it, and get your water game up, and get your fruits and your veggies popping.
Right?
You know,
Gotta
what's
be
really-
healthy,
that's-
man. Health is wealth.
You can cut down these meats. I'm really I can't say disappointed because I know the devil for what it is. You know what I'm saying? But you know, I'm getting choosy on what I want to eat
How about
nowadays,
that?
man. Because you see so much crazy stuff going on. How you gonna kill all them chickens? You killed over 300,000 chickens. You know what I'm saying? And what they just died? It's ridiculous, man.
Hey, man.
You killing a livestock. You killing a livestock, and you giving us this fake stuff, man.
Well, I will say that for the past, it's been 3 weeks now. 3 weeks, no red meats, no only chicken, fish.
Yo, he was bigger than this, y'all. Like,
Yeah,
it was
like,
crazy.
Like I'm on a diet. I've been getting my walks in. As soon as Big World Bike Club start back up, I'm gonna start getting my rides in. Y'all gonna see the transformation. You know what I mean?
Oh,
For all the female fans that, you know what I mean, been, you know, had your eye on me or whatever, I'm getting it back just for you. This is gonna be, I'm gonna share it with you, you know. And if you like pillows, you know, you can just DM me now. Use it while it's
The
here.
winter time is over. They don't want the pillows in the winter time. You gotta get rid of, man.
Because look, I've been doing the push-ups to a degree, so I kind of lost my titties, and you know what I mean. It's kind of like a little muscle up here now,
Oh.
but all this shit right here is just
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean. This
Yeah.
is blocking me from getting them
Word.
that little extra potential, and I can't really
Word.
only do diamonds and
So
shit.
your neck right here, right your chest right here. That's the muscle.
Yeah,
right
it's strong right there. Like,
Strong.
like I can throw a motherfucker, like a couple feet. Like I can throw a motherfucker,
Word.
but it's like, you know what I mean.
And then with that right there, and this is, you know, with the burn, you're strong.
Yeah, I'm strong right now. I'm strong.
Yeah, I'm figuring this all
My
out.
core, you know what I mean? I do that so I can keep my core strengthened because it's an imbalance. You know what I mean? But I can't even play football right now because everybody gonna think I got the ball.
True. True. True.
I mean, everybody's gonna be tackling me for nothing. They're like, oh,
True.
my bad.
I
Yeah.
understand.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
understand.
Yeah,
It's a long process.
yeah. You know, but you know what I mean? I'm you know what I mean? This is just something else for me to dedicate myself to. Like I said, I quit the cigarettes. That was hard. You know what I mean? I've been smoking cigarettes for almost 20 years. You know what I mean? So, you know, I can honestly say that I don't give a fuck about a cigarette no more.
That's what's up.
You know what I mean? So, you know, and that also let me know that if I put my mind to some shit, I can get it done. So this exercise and this health shit is the next thing.
True that.
You know what I mean?
True. That's really good.
Well, we're going to talk about some of the crazy shit going on in the world, but do y'all want to hear more of this fucking people, you know what I mean? It's like people is just shooting people because there's more guns being made. Get rid of guns, make everybody have to fight or use a sword or something like that, and I guarantee you, shit'd be different. You know what I mean? If a motherfucker really had to train to be able to defend himself, you know what I mean? There'd be a lot more people out here forcing and trying to force the issue on defending or fighting somebody or doing something to
I'm
somebody.
gonna tell you something. It's more shit that didn't happen. They just ain't reporting it. I mean, They'll say putting it out there. I guarantee you that. But the things that we're having now, we're hearing. I mean, they're around the point of happening, but some of the things that happened already.
How about that?
Like, damn, like.
Because when I saw something, I've read something about it. They said it's a school shooting damn near every week now in America. You know what I mean? Like a school shooting. This is crazy.
Man, they try to make it the norm, man. That's all. It's always an agenda, man.
How about that?
You know, it's always an agenda. You just gotta watch to see what's going. You see it right before your eyes. You just don't know what's happening.
Right.
Your eyes is wide shut.
How about that? My eyes look like they shut, but they open right now.
You know, that's true.
Yeah, that's that 420.
That's true.
You know what I mean? And then I got the one joint look like I'll be winking. No, I don't be winking at. You know what I mean? I don't do that. That's kind of perverted to me. Motherfucker just sitting over there winking and shit. So, if it look like I'm winking at you, it's just my eye. I see you though.
Our hands back right now. Let's bring it on back.
My bad.
Let's bring it on back.
I was just talking to the people, you know what I mean?
Tripping.
Yeah. All right. This good weed. It's called Bahama Bust Down. What you smoking?
Gumbo.
Gumbo. Okay. You brought gumbo on before. It's matching that the same, you know what I mean?
You know, it's natural
It's
like it
still-
always.
it's
You know,
still
gotta
gum-
fit. I mean,
Gumbo.
yeah.
Yeah, I grabbed a couple things from the vendor, you know what I mean, at the spot last night. So this Bahama Bust Down, this shit is fucking beautiful. It's very pretty bud. You know what I mean? Smokes good. I feel groovy. This shit got a whole bunch of names. This shit sound like a robot. It's like Chem A1 TK Skunk. Yeah. That was the first L. That shit is nice. I forget this shit. This is just something berries. It's something berries, but it's pretty. It's real. It's purple. It's dark. And then there's NL number 5 Lemon Haze. This shit is nice. It's real stinky and fluffy. And what you call them little crystals? Them something nodes. They call it something. Got a lot of them.
Got a lot of them.
Yeah. What you smoking on, man?
That's some lemon cherry gelato.
Lemon cherry gelato.
That's some permafrost.
Permafrost.
Yeah, that's some.
Okay.
That's a last bit of gumbo I had right there.
Permafrost. Is that like with like Prince, like the kind of haircut Prince had? Was perma, and then it was like it didn't really move, so it was like a frog. I don't know. It looked like it was a perm. I don't know.
Pardon.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It sounds like a dumb
Excuse me.
question, but I know what a perm is. But I'm just trying to figure out what
So-
permafrost, like, what's that?
So
It go in a car? What's that?
no, man, just excellent strain.
Okay.
Permafrost.
So what's the name of what's your entry? What's your entry gonna be?
I got gumbo. You know, you just talking out if you want to say that.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
You spark it up.
let's spark this up.
Yeah. You know what I mean? You spark this, I'll spark that. Yeah. Buds. Just hanging with my buds. You know what I mean? It's so fucking self-explanatory. I'm gonna just come in the next couple episodes, I'm gonna just shut the fuck up and let my shirt talk.
You got your own
Yeah,
line.
I got it. You know what I mean? Just hey, ask me a question, I'll be like, you know what I mean? All right. And I promise I wasn't gonna say, you know what I mean, but it's kind of like my catchphrase now. So when I say that, I'm about to trademark that shit. You know what I mean? Because everybody don't know how to spell it. Anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A little crazy.
Matter of fact, can we get started on that tour? I think like now that should have added a little level of priority to it. You got all these listeners.
What's the name of yours? What's the name of yours?
Huh?
What's the name of your entry?
Bahama Bust Down. advice that's kind of along the lines of permafrost. Like, what's a Bahama bust down? Is that like when you in the Bahamas and you can't find no weed and somebody got a blunt or a spliff and they let you have some of it?
No, I was thinking like more like you in the Bahamas and you got sure that you gonna bust it down.
Oh, so you think this shit got some? This it got some?
Oh no, I was saying like the name. Because I'm smoking it.
Right? That shit, yeah, it definitely got a kick to it.
It's smooth.
It got a smooth, yeah.
It's smooth. It's smooth, but it got a heavy load out.
Mm-hmm. Bahama, but I'm still trying to rationalize Bahama bust down. Like, we all know what Bahamas is. I've been to the Bahamas. You know what I mean? But the bust down, like, all right, so is it like you on the bus in the Bahamas and then the bus break
It's
down?
a really good daytime weed that you can relax with.
Okay. Yeah, I can see that.
Relax. It's a really good daytime weed. This is like probably like it tastes good and everything. This is a good daytime weed. I wouldn't really consider it a nighttime joint, but it don't really have that.
It's not put you to sleep,
Yeah.
but it definitely relax you.
Definitely
Take
relax.
it down a notch.
Yeah.
Just not sleeping. You can
That-
still do shit.
This is that you can pop with a glass of red wine.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? Throw some
See?
jazz on.
See, this is grown shit right
You
here,
know what I'm
man.
saying?
You know what I mean? This done turned into it. This is a grown conversation right here. You youngins gotta listen.
Myself, I would take some E&J,
Ooh.
throw on some Stevie. You know what
Ah,
I
he
mean?
said some Stevie.
Yeah,
I can see some Stevie.
Rhythm in the Sky, you know, I
Ooh.
started off with that, you know what I mean? Like, I
Oh,
wasn't sure, then I might flip over to a little Marvin.
oh man, I was just gonna go to Marvin, Inner City
You know what I'm
Blues.
saying?
Yeah, I mean,
That's my main.
yeah.
Go battle of the buzz,
You know what I mean? I wouldn't say that this right here, it got kicked from the gate.
Anything I'm going
So-
to is going to happen.
Yeah, I just tried to look at the blood in my hand, and my eyes got a little. They went cross-eyed. Them shits went like. I couldn't look at that shit. It was like, dang.
So who we starting with this week, man? We
Yeah.
starting with you, Pac, or we starting with you?
Yeah,
Sam.
man, hey man, oh, it's seniority, man. Age before beauty.
Okay, Pat.
Yeah, man.
Gumbo.
I'm smoking, I'm with the gumbo.
Yeah. That's your entry, right?
Oh yeah, I'm definitely. It came with me.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, with the gumbo, let's go with looks.
Well, I ain't got nothing to show.
Yeah, I can't rate the looks.
This is it right here.
Oh, you at the end of it, huh?
I was at the end of it, so I was like, go ahead and
All
knock it
right.
out.
So, you can't go with looks. So you gotta get a 0 in looks.
Hey man,
He can rate his looks. He can get his rating.
I gave it. I don't know. You know what the thing about that is? It was dark, so it didn't really. It was like a dark green, almost looked brownish color.
Okay.
And so it looks. I would say about 8, 7.5, 8.
7.5.
Damn.
Okay.
And just to keep it fair, I'll keep mine where his is at so that he get a rating. I'm gonna just trust him.
Well, it was done by it.
Yeah, if he rating it that, I'm gonna rate it the same thing.
Okay. So yeah.
Yeah.
So are you going? That's now you know I gotta ask the question: is it a 7.5 or is it an 8?
I give it an 8.
Are you giving the same thing? Okay. Well, wait. Let's hold off until we get to you. All right. So looks is an 8. Taste.
Taste. I give it a. It's harsh. It's a little harsh. So I'll give it. give it about an 8.5. It's not the best tasting. What you think? Got the best taste to it?
It's definitely harsh is a good word. But he ain't. I wouldn't give it an 8.5.
Okay. Oh, hold on.
As far as taste,
So you're going
as far as kick,
Now,
I'd give it that.
after that, it becomes the potency.
And that's it's potent, and that's why I would give it an 8.5. I would say at least a 9 in potency.
9 on potency.
Yeah.
For a final score for you, a final score of 25.5. So, sound.
All right, so if he said an 8 for the look, I'm gonna give him the same thing. I ain't see
Okay.
it, but fuck it.
Taste.
Taste, I would give it 7.5.
Okay.
And potency, I would give it 8.5. Cause as soon as you take the first puff, you gonna feel it.
24. So you got it all together, 49.5 for gumbo.
Now I don't know if you want me to go first on my joint, but I'm telling you right now,
Well, we're about to go there.
this Bahama Bust Down is the prettiest shit I ever seen. So you can hate me now, but I'm giving it a 10 for looks. It's the fucking prettiest shit ever.
Okay.
See, you don't got the light. Can't really see it. But this shit is bright, pink, and fucking like lilac.
Well,
Like a
I'm
lilac
going-
purple.
I'm going to your camera now, so if you want, you can put it up.
Let me see.
Put it up to your camera.
You see how you can kind of see a little bit.
Put it up to your camera, like
When I put the light on it, huh?
towards your camera.
Alright.
That shit put in that in my bag.
Yeah.
Yeah, hell yeah.
I don't know. I don't think you can't really see it the way I
I got you.
want you to see it. Can't see it like
Okay.
I saw it. I saw it in the whole bag at one time, and that shit was fucking
Beautiful,
beautiful. It was love at first sight.
right?
Alright, but to be fair, I'm gonna go with a 9.5 as far as looks. You know what I mean? Because if I ever get my hands on that Skittles, the ones with all the multicolors and the shit in it, that's the prettiest shit I've ever seen. Or one of the prettiest shits I ever seen. Not the Skittles, the Fruity Pebbles.
That shit ain't got no kick. That shit just look pretty.
Oh, you had it before?
My man said this shit just look pretty. He ain't got no
Now if that shit can look like that and have some kick, okay. Now we cooking with hot grease.
If that shit had kicked like that shit would hit the market out.
I didn't have, see some people said they had the fucking Fruity Pebbles and shit. But I never got it and it looked like it looked in the picture. The Fruity Pebbles I had was nice, was a pretty bud, but it wasn't like
That's why we gotta take a trip westbound. You know what I'm saying? West Coast.
right.
Get over there at certain spots.
Plus in the basement on location.
You know what I mean?
You know what I mean? You know,
Make them
try and link up with Snoop, Wiz Khalifa.
You know, make things happen, make some things
You know
happen.
what I mean? I'm trying to think about the connoisseurs of weed throughout the industry. You know what I mean? But definitely Snoop, Mike Tyson, Wiz Khalifa. Those is like, I would like to sit down and, you know, do a little smoke with them. Gilly, Gilly and Wallow. I mean, I'm kind of thinking that hopefully we can do that in the near future. You know what I mean? Being as though we're in the same city and all, but at the end of the day, just want to sit down and smoke with you. You know what I mean? And have you come smoke with us. You know what I'm saying?
All right. So you got a looks of 9.5.
Right.
You got a taste of.
Oh, this shit tastes great. So I give it a taste of. I give it a taste of a 9. I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna be fair.
Potency.
Potency. Say like a 8.
An 8.
Yeah, 8 and a half. Cause it kind of it hits you, but it don't. It's not like a knockout punch. It's like when you pull it, you know what I mean. It take you down a notch, but it also wake you up a little bit. Like
So
you know what I mean.
Where you want to put it at? 8 or 8.5?
I'm gonna go with 8 just to be, you know what I mean. Just
You got a score of 26.5.
that's pretty good.
All right. The Bahama Bust Down. What do you think of it, Pat?
It was
On looks.
On looks, it was alright. I mean, see one weed, you see them all, man. Like, what the fuck? I'm ready to get to the taste, like, and all that type of shit. Like, so on looks, I don't know. I got shit in my bag that look just like that shit, or even better. You know what I mean? This ain't rolled up and smoking today. That's all. But on looks, I give it an 8. It's alright. It's pretty.
Okay. Taste.
Taste, it tastes pretty good. Alright, so I'll give it about. I'll give it an 8.5.
A little reminder.
On taste. Now you got it, 'cause it's awesome.
All right. Potency.
And that shit. So I got a joint from 1985. But
It fluctuates.
Potency.
8.
At 8.
Yeah. I say it's good daytime weed. You know what I mean?
Good weed to work with.
Yeah, something you know what I mean? Let's say you had a little pipe joint, you can pack a little bud in that joint, little top. Nice little joint carry over so you get off work. You know what I'm saying?
24.5. All right. Final score of a 51. You got him this week. Sounds supreme.
Not by much though, but I'll take the. Yeah, I mean, again, this should be. We want them dispensaries. You know what I mean? Go in the vault. You know what I mean? We want that out the vault special shit, so that this battle of the buds can truly be a pipeline to the people who have never even heard of these different strains that we coming with. You know what I mean? So you get a heads up as what it do. You're going to see it before your face, because we're going to smoke that shit while we sit here and talk to y'all. Pardon my French, I'm a little cursy. But anyway.
All right, fellas.
Yeah. You know, so
we got a winner overall of the Bahama Bust Down with an overall score of 51, man. Beat out Gumbo, just edged it out.
that's what's up.
Let's go with that. Congratulations.
Let's go, man. I'm like fucking 3 and 75 and shit. But you know, we're still fighting, man. You know what I mean? About to pick it up a notch.
I'm just glad he was proud. He was happy.
Yeah. I had other options too. Actually, stronger, more valid options, but I like this shit. Just a personal
nothing better
preference.
than what he just said right there.
That's a lie. It's not true.
He got other shit that's good. That's the best he got right now.
I got some nighttime shit.
You know,
All right,
This
fellas.
man Hayes is some nighttime shit.
Listen, you wanna fuck with me, man? Come holler at me, man. You know what I'm saying? You know where to find me at, y'all. You know what I'm saying?
We about to
We got some handles. Let's go.
That straight night. That night.
Let's see what you working
Let's
with.
get out some handles, man.
You know what I mean?
All right.
Black money 215. I don't hustle though. I just smoke. Bang.
Gang War 215.
And of course,
I smoke.
I'm Tour,
Yeah.
and I'm National Underground,
I ain't inviting nobody.
National UNDA Underground. And fellas, man, this was a great show, fellas. Is there anything that y'all want to say?
Yeah, man.
It's good to be back, man.
Yeah, be back. I'll see y'all next week, man.
You know what I mean?
Back
Dispensers. You know what I mean? Get at us,
listen,
yo.
We gonna
It's the next phase.
dispensary tour. We ain't even want to make it on the tour.
You know what I'm saying? We coming to a dispensary near you, man. You know what I mean? We gonna do the promo, the plugins, all that stuff. All we want is the fucking
Let's see what you got.
blended thing. We
Let's
like
see if you got
yeah.
if you got it. That's all.
All we looking for is a eighth every 2 weeks.
You see if
Two
you got it.
eighths actually, two different things, but separate. We want the dispensaries to battle.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? So we already got New Jersey Weed Man. We talked to them. You know what I mean? So we need somebody who ready to battle New Jersey Weed Man. Who think they got the better weed?
Who do?
You know what I'm saying?
Who do?
We gonna sit here and be the platform in the barter between the two.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Is there
And
anybody
we gonna be the
can-
judge.
Because NJ Weedman got some shit with it.
They do.
So if any of y'all dispensaries got it, let's see if y'all got it better than they do.
Damn.
Because they hold it down.
You know what I'm saying? I'd love to do your commercial for you.
They hold it down. What y'all gonna do?
See this face and this smile?
There it is.
We'll say
All
that.
right, y'all.
Yeah.
And we out here. We see y'all next week, man. Thanks again for tuning in. Make sure y'all like and subscribe.
And Brunson and Basement Sports coming in too.
Yeah.
Coming in soon, man.
Yes.
Let's go.
This is not for that EP coming up.
Organized round.
Welcome to What's in the Basement. 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 What's in the basement? First basement. Five rotation, passing, adjacent. So high, make you wonder where the basement. Good light, the basement. To the pillow with table, like you go with the label. Security, no need for replacement. Welcome to Blunts in the Basement. 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 Gang on a 6-pack, don't get your shit stacked. Bring the ride with your line.